stay down. I need to get home. But this is going to be wonderful for me.
Okay, I think I'm going to have to get back here a little bit more so you can see both hands. Alright, this is Bill's video. We're talking about some bluegrass strumming licks, and we played, and he liked this particular one on the C. So I got a C chord on here, so I'm playing in the key of G. That little lick there, so you see, that's an up strum. Now the sync may be a little bit out in this, so I'm going to explain it so that you're going to see me play it, but if the sync's out, you'll understand. So I'm going to go. Okay, that's the lick. Now I'm going to count it. 1, 2, 3, 4. My right hand is never stopping moving. And also, when I hit those, whether it's with my down pick or like that first one, I'm aiming to hit the 4th string on my up pick. Alright, but if I hit more strings, you're still here.
You're just hammer on the up string?
No, I've just got my left hand finger. I haven't hammered back down yet.
Okay.
It's just up. So I'm going to lift it up. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Lift it up. Lift it up right before the up strum of the end of 3. 1, 2, 3, and then I'm going to hit 1, and then I'm going to get, the hammer's going to be on and, 1 and so I don't strum back up when I do the hammer, otherwise it sounds like this. It's hard for me to even do, I'm so conditioned. I don't do that, I go like this. But notice my hand does come back up, so if you're just watching the video, you'd think I was still strumming the guitar. Right? And where I'm getting my sound is by hammering on the 4th string at the 2nd fret, but this way my hand keeps moving, so when I'm moving fast, I don't have to do some kumbaya strum, I call them, that has some special down, up, down. It's still all down, up.
It's like a metronome.
Yeah, it is. It's like a metronome, and it's just moving, and that way you really get the groove, and it's like it gets to be can be a real pounding rhythm there. So now, here's the exercise. You can also do this on a G chord. I'm going to do it for a second. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. So again, now it looks like I'm strumming that up. I'm not. That's the sound, but I'm going to bring my hand up, because I'm going to have to come back and keep on strumming, right? I have to keep that rhythm going, so I go. That's fast, okay? Now, and then there was an exercise that we were going to do, and the first one is going to be that little hammer-on riff, because let's do it on the C, since that's what we were talking about. I'm going to start on the C, and so when we come down on this down strum, I'm aiming for that 4th string. Now if I hit more, it just sounds like that, and you still hear the hammer, so it doesn't sound bad. So I'll aim for it, and sometimes I may get it perfectly, sometimes I may not, but you still, because I don't strum on the up, I'm going to hear that hammer.
But that hammer is always on the 1st measure, no, the 2nd measure.
It is, and it's a 1 and. It's not a really fast one. It's 1 and. That's why we want to practice it slow, because we don't want to go. You know, I mean, if you did, it wouldn't sound bad, but it's just not what I was doing. So here's what I'm going to do: down, up, down, up, down, up, down. I'm going to go hammer. Stops moving, it just misses the string on the end of 1 and 3. If you keep practicing this over, it's going to count like this over and over again. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and
you're hitting the and on the upstroke.
I'm not.
You're not?
But it looks like it.
You're right. The and's on the.
The and is the hammer.
Is the hammer okay?
All right. So the and is the hammer, and it looks. If you're looking at this video, it sure looks. You're gonna look at this video, and it's gonna look like I'm strumming, hitting it on the up. I'm gonna do it on the G. I'm gonna do the same thing. It looks like I'm strumming back up, but I'm. And then the and is the hammer, and then the 3, and the and is the hammer, so it's 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and then as you get it, when you start to get it, like a train, speed it up a little bit, but wait till you got it right. 3 and 4 I used to write a bunch of stuff when I was a teenager.
Your hammer is doing the note. Right? It
is.
Of the beat. I mean, of the and.
I used to have this song I wrote called Gloria Grime about a female gas station mechanic, and it was like this. So yeah, you're getting note values out of your hammer-ons, and in that case, pull-offs too.
And it's right in sync. It's the same speed as the.
Yeah, so
as if you were strumming.
And well, you could watch my hand when I was doing it. But my hand still looks like it's doing this all the time.
Yeah.
But I'm going.
Yeah, right.
I'm not really hitting the strings all the time. Sometimes I may be, but not when I'm pulling off an hammer.
Your hammer is doing what the upstroke would, making the sound that the upstroke would make if you were upstroke.
Right, and if you watch Neil Young, so basically how I got into this stuff, I started learning some Neil Young songs, and I liked that style. He does a lot of that style, and it carried on to the bluegrass thing eventually. Those pull-offs and hammers, and it makes things sound a little bit more varied than if I go. A little bit kind of boring, you know.
Right.
There's no phrasing to it. Phrasing involves slurs in music, which is, you know, like when you hear a sax player play a certain line. If he attacked every note, it wouldn't sound very smooth.
Right.
So it's the same with guitar, you know. All right, so with that one, and we also had the 6/8.
Yeah, do that.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This also will help you with the down and the up accents. And this is, you are hitting the strums all the time. You're hitting strings all the time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The accents are 1 and 4. So it's down, up. So when you flick, that flick that you were talking about, flicking the water up, you're going to flick down and flick up, flick down. What you could use this for, it's basically just an exercise what I'm showing you here, but you could use it for a jig in Irish music. You go. We got, is that about it so far?
That's enough for me to work on.